What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you don't miss any of the awesome content we have coming out. And with this video, we are jumping into the Hulk issue number 3. If you haven't been keeping up with this line, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. And what we have seen is Bruce Banner taking the Hulk's mind and dividing it into 3 parts, turning the Hulk's body into a starship. Banner's psyche pilots this, and the Hulk's psyche, it fuels the starship with all of his anger, which Banner can harness while Hulk is stuck down in the engine room, trapped there for as long as Banner wants. For something happening in El Paso, they make a run for it. Running through a dimensional portal, as they drift through space, he gets sucked into another dimension. And this is where he met Dr. Bruce Banner. Now be sure to buy the comics, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up in El Paso. Some kind of tragic event happened here, with everyone blaming the Hulk, and with the city on fire, with dead bodies all around. We have Bruce Banner standing in the middle of the street, drenched in blood, appearing to look upon everything, all of the destruction that he has caused. And as he stands there, something from the darkness, it comes in and it grabs him. Squeezing his head, he squeezes it so hard, it pops. And with that pop, he is awakened. And in front of him is this new Bruce Banner. Immediately outraged, he throws the doctor across the room and he asks him what is going on. Who is he and why is he here? Now at this point, Dr. Banner, he is completely fascinated that he has a Hulk directly in front of him that is able to reason, to talk, and have a logical conversation, because whatever dimension that they are in, they call these abominations. And up to this point, he has never encountered something like the Hulk, an individual able to talk and doing some proper introductions. They both learn that their names are Dr. Bruce Banner, and recognizing this, they think they need to sit down and they need to have a conversation. And inside the starship, the alarm, it starts going off because the engines are overloading, throwing them to the max. The Hulk has been down there just wreaking havoc, quickly bringing it all the way back down to a 2. We see the engine stabilizing, and the Hulk, he is vowing that he will escape, that Banner cannot hold him inside this engine room forever. And inside the engine room, this is where we see that Shadow Beast, the same one in El Paso. With the Hulk seeing this, he goes chasing after to find out who it is. But as quickly as it came is as fast as it leaves. Leaving him confused and baffled, we pick up with the meeting of the doctors. And we learn of this dimension's Dr. Bruce Banner. And he is not one of them. He is not a Hulk. He believes himself to be something far, far worse than that. Because on this world, he introduced the G-bomb, a gamma radiation bomb. And it was extremely successful. He did this with the best of intentions, dreaming of a green world. Every home, every car, every television and light bulb, all powered by an unlimited amount of free power. But he didn't understand the darker side. And instead of being a savior, he became death. He became the destroyer of worlds. Because they took the power, they took that invention, and they used it to their own benefits. And ever since that day, he has been here hiding, trying to do something to save everyone. Trying to atone for the evil that he unleashed upon the world. Because the G-bombs that have been unleashed on the world, they don't just cement at the United States as the greatest empire in history. The ensuing radiation from these attacks, every once in a while, something happens. Something comes out of the fallout. Sometimes there are survivors, and these survivors are Hulks. And when Bruce asks where these abominations quote unquote are, they are at the same place that he was found, inside this dimensional portal, into the void. That is where they have been sending all of these Hulks. Not knowing what to do with them, they have been using the void as a trash bin, as a way to get rid of all of the abominations. But he hoped in bringing him here, given the opportunity to study one of them, possibly even heal them. With his Gamma signature spike, he was able to lock onto him and bring him out of the rift. And Banner has no idea where they go. He just knows that he is told to send the Hulks through, and that is exactly what he does. With Bruce Banner completely irate, trying to figure out exactly where he sends these. Because as it is, they are aimlessly throwing Hulks out into a dimensional portal and having no clue where they land, but asking who his superiors are, who is responsible, who is in charge of all of this. We learned that it is his father-in-law, and that just so happens to be this Earth's President Ross. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I have thoroughly been enjoying this line so far, and I find it extremely interesting. Jumping through this dimensional portal, we find ourselves on a planet where they literally drop G-bombs all over the planet. And in doing so, it has caused Hulks to form all over the place. And their answer to it is to throw it into a rift, and hopefully they don't have to worry about it anymore. Now obviously this is going to have huge ramifications. Wherever those Hulks land, we can only imagine is going to be met with violence, either from the Hulks or from wherever they land. And so it's going to be very interesting to see how Bruce Banner handles this situation. Is he going to go after the president? Is he going to stay in this dimension, on this Earth, and try to help them make a cure? Who is this shadowy figure that continuously is popping up inside of his dreams and inside the engine room where the Hulk lies? And we can see that the Starship is not at 100%. At the end of the day, he's not Reed Richards. He's not able to come up with something that's going to be 100% efficient. And so it is only a matter of time before we see the Hulk psyche able to break out of that engine room. And from there, it's going to be a battle of the minds. As usual, the artwork in this line is absolutely phenomenal. The storyline has been tons of fun, and I am very excited to see where Donny Cates is going to take this and where Hulk is going to land on the other side. Not only that, finally finding out exactly what happened in El Paso. Was it actually the Hulk? Was it Bruce Banner? Or was it made just to look that way? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you have not yet, do me a favor. Hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.